Hey legends, this is Magnus. How you doing? In this video, I'm giving my review of Wish. I know it's pretty late. Wish came out in November 22nd, and I'm making this about a month later. Sorry, but I thought it'd be better late than never, especially for those who feel the same as I am. And out the gate, I really like this movie. I'm one of the people that love this movie. I adore it. A solid 7, 8 out of 10. Really good in my eyes. Now, I'm going to spend a few minutes on what I wish could have been improved with the movie because any movie can be worse and any movie can be better. So I'm going to say why I wish could have made it even better. And then I'm going to go into the stuff that I really liked. So, thank you, Legends, so much for 191 subscribers as of the recording of this video. Please comment, like, subscribe, share this video. Hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. Spoilers ahead if you haven't seen Wish. Anyway, so out the gate, what I wish could have been improved. Um, the the implied backstory of King Magnifico. And I said this like riding back home. I went to see it with my sister, and we were talking about it in the car. That at because they implied that King Magnifico had a backstory as to why he holds wishes is to himself and doesn't grant that many, and that I don't he doesn't want what happened to his kingdom to happen again. And that to me is something that because you alluded to it, it made me want to know. And I'm not even mad that they didn't show it. I just wish they did. I'm not even mad about it. Because if you didn't allude to it at all, that would it could have been better either way. Either you resolved to what King Magnifico was worried about, or you didn't show it at all and just say he's just possessive of the wishes. That would have been that would have been better if you wanted to hammer in the point that he's a irredeemable villain. Um, what else? Let's see. Likely with the way my camera is, you can't see Valentino because this picture does have Valentino in the picture. Um, I liked Valentino once I get there. I like Valentino as a character. Um, but at least because I work at a retail store and I've seen merchandise of Valentino and I've seen how the certain plushies work, I was thinking that Valentino was going to like how one of the plushies faints, like falls over. I was thinking like he's going to be one of those characters that's constantly nervous, um, going to faint all the time, and it would be a joke. And he didn't faint once in the movie. I'm like, so oh, so that threw me off guard. What? Okay, let's see. Darn. How is it? Now I can't think of stuff that I wish could be improved. Oh, if the grandfather, like if we saw maybe glimpses into his past life, um, if we could have at least gotten a better look at Asha's father, that would have been nice to know like exactly what he looked like. Um, see what kind of man he was. His again, Asha's mother, her, like what was her wish? Because I don't think we ever find out what her wish was. Um, because I guess the main thing I wish was different in Wish was that we got more time to the movie, because a lot of the stuff that could have many of the things that I wish could have been improved could have been involved with if more time was dedicated to the movie, or like, but it wanted to go with the classic Disney runtime, so I can understand that. So some things could have been cut again, like the backstory for Magnifico. You could have cut that, and I would have been fine. It would have hammered home the point of irredeemable villain. What could have been improved? I guess I can see what some people were saying with King Magnifico saying like in knowing what we know now, what the Queen was saying, like the love in him, I watched it melt. If we got a chance to see that, um, if we got a chance to see that, it would have made that line a bit more impactful. And of course, Asha's friend group, getting more time with them would have been awesome because Wish is very much a quick fast moving pace movie. If you don't keep up, you're gonna fall behind. And I was fine with that. Like here's where the story's going. This is happening. Go with it. And to me that was fine. Like just keep pace. Just roll with the punches. Roll with the flow. Go with the flow. Um, if we got more time with each of the characters, especially with the betrayal from one of the friends, and that would have been it already impacted me when I saw it, but it would have made it much more impactful if we knew, like if we had an idea of what his wish was beforehand, who he used to be before granting the wish, and then all the other friends getting a bit more time in knowing what they wished. Well, knowing what they wished for, like when all the wishes were released. That's how I that's how I feel about that. So with the things that I wish could have been different is stuff that more has to do with more time. But a big one I wish could have been different was with Star. Um, Not like with the I haven't seen all the original concept. I've only heard some of what apparently the concept art, what the team wanted to do with Wish. And yeah, those could have been great. Those probably would have been great ideas, great new things. But again, I'm fine with Wish being a bunch of tropes and winks and nods, references to past Disney, so that if they go with the ideas that were in Wish's concept art, if they're brought back now going into past 100, that will be a new era to go into those ideas. Okay, but back with Star. In on Instagram, they had posts of Star dressing up as different characters in red. And when I saw the yarn that he was using in the movie, I'm like, oh, this is how they're going to do it. So I was expecting Star to do almost like Genie and do a bunch of cameos and references to Disney movies by using that yarn to dress himself up. And the only time we do see it is when he does it with a, I think he does make a mustache with it, which is funny. So that's one thing I wish actually happened, because the advertising there was heavy on Star be like this reference canon, like he would keep making references with stuff of and granted the movie does that on its own, but um the movie does that on its own. I was hoping that would have happened, but it's fine. Then okay, I didn't know Star wasn't 2D animated. From the trailer, I thought he was. So that's something I guess I wish happened, that I was that for Star to be the only 2D animated thing in the whole movie, to where that's how he stands out. Because I haven't seen Wish Upon a Studio. I haven't seen that short yet, and I'll probably do a reaction on that shortly. But I thought that would have been great. But at least from the way that it looks, he does look 2D, at least throughout the movie. When I was seeing it, he looked 2D. Um, so what else? What else? What else? What else? Darn it! There was another thing people were saying that I thought, yeah, that could have been a good idea. That's a good idea. Oh darn it! What is it? Darn! What is it? What was it? Um, Now I can't remember. It'll probably come back later. It'll probably come back later. So now I'll get into the stuff that I liked. So, woo! Okay. Oh man. Okay, I love how this movie took what classic Disney and modern Disney does and mixed it together, because it goes from the book opening like with Cinderella, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Pinocchio, and then it switches to a modern Disney classic with a musical introduction of the world they're in, like with Frozen, like especially with Encanto. Oh, with Welcome to Rosas. It does that out the gate, and I enjoy it. The soundtrack to me, oh my goodness, beautiful, a great soundtrack through and through. Um, okay, I'd say my least favorite, the bottom of my list for the songs was "You're a Star" because I also wasn't understanding where I get what you were trying to do with the talking animals, yes, but because of what the song is trying to say, I'm like, that came to me out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere here, and I apologize. I believe this is an ad playing because I'm trying to use non-copyright music. Um, so what I really loved with the soundtrack with each, let me just go with each song. Welcome to Rosas, good opening. Not as of course it's not as good as the Madrigals, Meet the Madrigals, but it's a good imitator. It's a good imitator of that. You're a Star, least favorite because I didn't get what, like, it came out of nowhere. I didn't really like, it's more of a visual song than hearing it. Um, then let's see. Then let's see. Ooh, I think I gotta get to that one last. Okay, knowing what we know now, the startup to it was great. I wasn't expecting it to go like once it started with that that was great. And it's a nice beat. So I see what people say, like it's more like made for being on the top hits list instead of being for a story. And to me it works. To me that works. It's um so I liked that one. Oh, okay. Now we get down to my favorites. Oh, okay. Okay, a, a wish worth making the end credit song. At first, I wasn't really I didn't really listen to it when it played in the theater because I was encapsulated by the end credits with each character from Disney releases, from Snow White and Pinocchio being the first up to this day, at least with the last one being Splat from Strange World, and that brought a that nearly made me cry because some of the movies I did not think they would give tribute to, because they gave tribute to Home on the Range, they gave tribute to Bolt, they gave tribute to Treasure Planet, they gave tribute to Strange World, Raya and the Last Dragon, the movies that I really liked that are to me underrated and people didn't like that much. I'm like, the fact that they didn't ignore the ones that they released but people don't really like. The fact that they did that, along with Brother Bear as well, that, and I believe they did Atlantis Lost Empire and Dinosaur. That get nearly brought tears to my eyes because as somebody who watched all these movies, I'm except of course classic, very classic ones, because I have yet to see the original Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs all the way through. I'm sorry, but that just brought tears to my eyes. Tears of near drove me to the point of tears. So, and then once I took a second to actually listen to uh, the song itself, the song itself is very inspiring and tear jerking as well. Oh, oh man, very well done. Okay, let's get to some of the bigger songs. This is the thanks I get. I don't care what nobody says. That song is great. That is a great villain song. Is it as good as previous ones? Maybe not, but look, it a great villain song, okay? Because I've been listening to it back to back to back along with the other songs from the movie, and it gets better each time I hear it. Now, granted, when everybody be saying like let you live here for free, don't even charge you rent, and um, I laughed at that. Like, you're saying the same thing, but then I'm thinking like that's something a That's something a villain would say. For example, I could see Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob saying something like that. I could see a landlord singing something like that. I could like that was just funny to me. And the song like it's catchy. Again, it's catchy. It's different from previous Disney villain songs because yes, the main thing about Disney villain songs is that they're supposed to always be eerie, suspenseful, dark. But this one was more upbeat, more in the light until the end where it goes darker and darker, and I like that because it leads more into one. I like how the again with Magnifico, I like how the movie just goes like takes somebody who looks who on the surface is a good kid is a good guy barely, and if you just look as you watch him or you just observe, he's not that good. He's not that good of a guy. He's a bad guy. He just hides it behind seemingly good traits. Because even in the trailers, like where it's set, where where the queen is trying to tell him he's a good king, and the first thing, all that he has to take from that is I am a handsome king. Like he cares about himself. And then the opening of the song, I can't help it if mirrors love my face, like that just a trait of like narcissism, like almost like Gaston. Like he loves himself, even where the queen is saying, and he loves his crown more than himself. Like, uh, like the song, that song. This is the things I just to me, especially when he got into the evil, the darker evil side, just whenever I saw King Magnifico on screen, especially like from the trailer and in the movie when he's going eviler and eviler, it sent chills through me because it was so refreshing to have. It's refreshing to have a like they did a mix of a twist villain. You know this guy's the villain, but he puts on a face in public, which other villains do that. So oh, that was very good. Then let's see. This wish, my I think that this wish is probably my favorite. That's my favorite song because it just the level of hope, like just heart emotions that that song gives me personally from the second I heard it in the trailer. It just oh, because I have personal dreams of my own. I have something a dream and a wish I'm working on right now. And and after walking out of the movie, it filled me with the hope and dreams that usually the current Disney intro logo that they use, who's that song sent fills my heart up. And the movie, those songs filled me with that at just 10 times more. That's just how I feel. That's how I feel that this movie gave me hope because the message people said that this movie didn't have a message. I saw a few messages in this and I think I gotta just make another video on it to go into it. But one main thing was that I saw was don't let fear stop you from following your dreams. Don't let the fear of failure and disappointment stop you from chasing your dreams. And that just rang to me. That just made me want to do fulfill the dream that I personally have even more. So then at all costs, again, that to me that's in the top 3 of this movie. At all costs, I love that song because in the movie it makes sense. In the context of that scene it makes great sense. The vocals are amazing. But when I hear it, when I listen to it outside of the movie, other like commenters on the video said it just as true that take that song out of the context of that scene, it can work in it can work anywhere else. It can work in family, a parent to their children, children to their parents. It's it can work with lovers, whether it be dating or married. It can be with friends. And take at all costs out of that context, it can work in multiple ways, and that's why I think at all costs is possibly one of the best songs in Wish, because some other Disney songs are great, fantastic, fantastic songs, but if you take them out of that specific context, it wouldn't work. With At All Costs, you take that song out of the context of that scene, you can plug it in anywhere, in mostly anywhere else, and it works. Oh, okay. So those are the songs. Let me speak on the characters. Pretty much the like the characters that hit the hardest: Asha, Star, Valentino, King Magnifico. Um, so Star, delight, a funny delight, like all the way throughout, since his introduction until his exit. Valentino, funny. I thought it was funny throughout. Oh, and whenever the one scene with the mahogany board or from the trailers, when that happened in the trailer or in the movie, I laughed. It just made me laugh. And then Valentino with Star, that combination is just that is chaotic comedy as well, because the chicken scene made me laugh. The chicken scene and leading up to it made me, oh, that was funny. I Before I get to Asha, let me speak, man. Okay, King Magnifico. Oh man, oh, he fills me with chills. Like the way his design is, I like his design. I like his cloak. I like. Oh, darn it! This is bigger than I thought. Okay. Oh, Magnifico to me is a quality member of the Disney villains lineup. I put him, me personally, I put him right there, right, like equal with Gaston. That's how I feel. I put King Magnifico equal to Gaston. He's right there with him. He's right there with Gaston. He's under Ursula, Hades, Scar, our evil queen Maleficent. He's under them, and but he's above villains like Twist villain Namari. He's above Assistant Mayor Bellwether. He's above. Um, I'd say he's above Turbo. He's above Turbo to me. Um, he's above Hans by a long shot. By a long shot, he's above Hans. Um, oh man, oh man, but um, but yeah, when it comes, he's right there to me when it comes to the great Disney villains. He's right there with Gaston, either equal or almost right there, breaking right into it. Ugh, I just when he turned fully evil, and something I also respect about Wish, they went with an irredeemable villain who gets punished for his actions. It's like an irredeemable villain. They state it plain and clear in the movie. There's no coming back, and I'm happy about that. Because something that I've seen, but others, like whether it be with the generational trauma stuff, or the other movies like the twist villains, like they can be redeemed, and I like that story. The villains being redeemed, yes, that's a good thing to strive for. But sometimes we want a villain who's evil and just stays evil throughout, and King Magnifico does that very well. And once again, the references were blink and you'll miss them. A lot of them were blink and you'll miss it. Oh, I think I gotta make. I'm gonna need to make another video just to speak on the stuff that speak on more of the stuff I really like, because this is taking me longer than I thought. Anyway, thank you guys. So thank you, Legends, so much for watching. Please let me know, what did y'all think about Wish. Please tell me, what did you think about Wish? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you in the middle? Please let me know down in the comments. So for my fellow Wish fans out there, I am here. I am one of you. I enjoyed Wish so very much, and while I see what other people say about it, I just ignore them. I just want to tone them out. So Thank you so much for watching this video. Please comment, like, subscribe, share this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for 101 subscribers as of the recording this video. I'm super late on my subscriber specials. I'll get on that. I'll see you in the next one. See you later.